now turn up.
What up is Marcus Dynasty Football Dads. We're giving away a free Jerry Jeudy signed jersey, which usually I have it in my hand, but I don't have it in my hand right this second. You'll just have to watch a different video and trust me. But when we hit 1K, we'll be giving it away to one of you guys. We're going to be talking about tight end strategy. So one thing that I have found out talking to other members of my Dynasty League, going through a couple different drafts, kind of mock drafts of my, I like to do that in Dynasty Leagues. Like I have pick 8, where are the first 7 picks are going to be? Or if I'm pick 12, where are the first 11 picks going to go? To kind of mock out and see where some of these team needs are. I want to see where some of these quarterbacks lie. Do some of these good wide receivers drop down to me? One thing I have found is Kyle Pitts just keeps moving on up. I mean, he is moving into the top 3, 4 positions on most people's boards. And a lot of mocks I see, I go, man, this team does not have they have okay running backs, okay wide receivers, and they have a horrible tight end. Their tight end is Logan Thomas, which maybe that's not a horrible tight end, but I mean, it's just a tight end that's not going to help you perform. And they see Kyle Pitts and they're going to go, oh my goodness, I want him. How do you trade up to get that draft pick? Well, I mean, it's going to be super difficult at this point, and sometimes it's impossible. So I was like, okay, well, if I can't do that, I have a league where I have Johnny Smith, and I'm like, what do I do? Like, how do I get from where I'm at now to get a better tight end? Because I need a better tight end. I just need one, and I need to go after certain different players. So what options do I have? Because Kyle Pitts is almost not an option because I have pick 8, and pick 8 is not going to get Kyle Pitts. It's not going to get him. I'm going to end up with a wide receiver, and I've tried pick 8 with packaging up, and I just don't have enough to move up. So where do we go from here? Well, different options are start shopping around a first-round pick for some of these middle tight ends, like Mark Andrews, even like Noah Fant. Even packaging up packaging for like a TJ Hawkinson. Right now, these tight ends are less valuable. I would say not all of these tight ends. I would say it's pretty close with Mark Andrews, but I would say with TJ Hawkinson, Noah Fant, those tight ends are a lot less valuable right now than Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is, in many people, it's number 5 on people's boards, or number 4. They have Kittle, Kelsey, Waller, boom. That is it. That is what they have ahead of them. Is that right? No, because I think Hawkinson's a better dynasty overall long-term tight end. But right now, that is where a lot of different drafts are going in this place. So, what are the plans? What if those don't work? What if you try to trade a first or package a couple players together and get an Andrews, get a Hawkinson, get a Fant, but you can't. So what are the options? Because we need options. We can't just go into a league and want to compete and just all of a sudden go, well, we don't have a tight end. We're screwed. We might as well just get 0. Because that is not a great option. So players to start thinking about. Irv Smith Jr. is my number 1. Right now, he's ranked a lot of times below out of the top 10 into that top 50, kind of that 15th-ish range. So Irv Smith, Vikings fan right here, whoop, whoop, skull. Irv Smith is a great option because Kyle Rudolph no longer there. In other words, he's going to get a lot more targets. And being a Vikings fan, and I watch every single game really closely, I know that the Vikings love their tight ends. Yeah, they may throw 2 tight end sets out there, 3 tight end sets out there, whatever, it doesn't matter. Irv Smith is going to get more targets there. So I think that's a really, really good option. Number 2, Cole Kmet. Cole Kmet, again, we can just go through 2 rookies here. Cole Kmet, Adam Troutman. Cole Kmet is the better, I think, option of them because I think he will be more integrated into that offense, whether with Andy Dalton or whether with the new quarterback, Justin Fields, which I think will be a big upgrade because if you're a young quarterback, you need to learn how to throw it to your tight end, which Justin Fields did that at Ohio State, especially in big game opportunities. So Cole Kmet is a really good option, and Adam Troutman, there is no other tight ends there. So that's just purely opportunity. And he was a 3rd-round pick. 3rd-round tight ends sometimes take 2, 3, 4 years to get together. So he is an option. He's one of those like, okay, well, did he perform? Did he not? I mean, tight ends from the Saints are sometimes frustrating, unless you're Taysom Hill and you get free fantasy points out of the tight end position. Shout out to those of you that got to use him as a tight end. So those are options. Other options are, if you have the time and ability to roster Pat Freiermuth or Brevin Jordan for multiple years, then that's an option. But a lot of times, you don't have time. You need a tight end now. So what can we do now? How can we just get 1 or 2 years of production here? I still think that Tyler Higbee is an option for the next 18 months. I think Tyler Higbee, who is being ranked now in the tight end 20, I think he is an option to be had here. I think he's a really good, solid piece of Matthew Stafford's offense. I almost said Jared Goff. Matthew Stafford's offense that can really, really help. Just kind of, I think Matthew Stafford's going to find him, and I think he's going to target him. I think Higbee's going to have a better year. The last guy, well, I mean, we could talk about a couple of them, but Gesicki is going to be another one. I think Tua is going to, I feel like I've been saying this every year for the last 3 years, but Mike Gesicki, come on, Mike Gesicki. I know they drafted a tight end, but Mike Gesicki, I think, is going to be a good, it's hard to say it because I've said it so much. Mike Gesicki is going to be a good tight end this year. I think he's going to be into that top 10 range. What do you do? So I have Jonnu Smith. I am working on still trying to package players with him or trying to use potentially a first to get one of these top, I guess you could say, from tight end 6 to 8, 9 range. Because I think Jonnu Smith's going to be outside the top 10. That's my prediction. Now, if I'm in really desperate need, because some people don't have Jonnu Smith, they have literally nothing, that is where you're starting to get some of these other players, like Gesicki, like Higbee. And honestly, you might need 2 of these tight ends to really try to manage and try to do every other week or every week or play matchups, just trying to figure out that season until you can figure out, okay, one of them is just not performing. Last year, I had Andrews and Ertz, and Andrews worked. So that was a different league, of course. And Andrews worked, and then he got that COVID stuff, and then I had Ertz, and then Ertz got hurt, and I think I had Anthony Fursker, which, hey, if you want to just throw a little dart at Anthony Fursker, go ahead and do it. I think it might be worth your 400, 500 yards in a year, but hey, never know when that's going to hit. So, again, that's the plan. Lots of different plans, lots of different options. I'm so excited for the NFL season here. Again, this is Marcus Dynasty Football Dads. We will see you tomorrow. Peace out.
Now turn up.